How's it going, everybody? Optimfire here, and today we're going to be reviewing the Unite Warriors Devastator. So here we are, here he is. I have the Hasbro ones in the back, and we're going to get started, and I'm going to put them all off to the side, and we're going to start with Hook. So here we have Hook, and you can see nothing is really, a little bit of differences actually. Now, I did try to paint most of them, so if you see paint and you think it's Takara, it's not. It's the Hasbro. Except for this one. The one on my right is going to be the Takara. The left is Hasbro. But anywho, you can see up front, though, the difference here is with they have the hook. They have this part here in nice metallic purple. Same with over here. You got silver for all 6 of the rims there. Where over here the hook is just green and no paint for the rims at all. The vents up here, let me move green out of the way, are all painted in nice silver. Like I said, I attempted and failed miserably. I didn't attempt those ones though. But yeah, there we have that. So now, they both still do, roll. He rolls really, really well. I love that. He, same concept. But, if you remember now, this Takara told me, this one didn't come with anything. The Unite Warriors one comes with their own guns. And here is the gun. Nicely molded. I love that. Done in black. And, yeah. And now, you can even put it on this one if you want, but we're not going to. It stores on either side of the crane here. Like so. And there you go. That's the storage for that. So now, that's enough of Hook for now. We'll take a look at the next component. And now, here we have Long Haul. And we have the Hasbro one, too, to compare them with. And right up front here, you can see it's got green here, and this Decepticon emblem was moved up more. And these parts are painted, where on this one, these are black, there is no paint, and the Decepticon emblem is moved down. And also, same thing as Hook, they painted the rims silver. I attempted it on this side, and no, we don't talk about that. But you can also see the arms are black as well. And yeah, and I think they're a slightly different green. Kind of looks like it. From my eye, at least. But you can see here, I always forget about that one little bit. There we go. Anyhow, yeah, you can see, don't mind that. That's going to be on a separate video. So, yeah. Now, Long Haul can still store all the accessories on, so you got this part of the gun and you can store there, this part stores there, these actually store here. Am I doing it wrong? No, I don't think I am. I think they just don't want to work. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I figured it out. Yeah, I did, okay. I always get this part confused, and I don't know why. But anyways, that can store there. This stores up here. And you got both of the guns, these cannons here. We'll show more of them off when we're... I'll show everything off when we're in robot mode. But yeah, there you go. You can store all of that still, but he also comes with his gun. Also done in a nice... It just molded in black. You can see it's nicely done. And there's a slot here and a tab right there on the arm. You take it, you plug it in, and there you go. Literally, this man hauls everything. Even his own gun. Oh, and also, he does also roll really nice. And not only that, they also made this part black now, rather than green. So there you go. So yeah, that is Long Haul. So next up is Scavenger. And you can see, there is not much that changes in this mode. It's very hard to tell. Like, you have to actually be looking at it pretty closely. Like, you can see, this part's purple, that's silver. On this side here, this part's silver, where over there it's purple, and this is black, where this is, like, gunmetal gray. And not all of it is actually covered. On the back, you got some gunmetal gray underneath the red there, or on top of the red there. And then you get purple rather than black, which, honestly, I think I prefer the purple. It just matches better. But, yeah, it's very different. The robot mode, or it's not much different in vehicle, but robot mode, you'll see the difference as well. You know, same articulation with the scoop, and, you know, Hook's got the same articulation, not much changes there for articulation or anything like that. But now he too comes with a gun, and he comes with this gun, which is nicely molded. And it's got, I think, the magazine, I think that's what that is, hanging out on the side there. And of course, there is this post here. It will go right into that port right there and store just like that. So there we go. There we have Scavenger. Next up is Bone Crusher. Now, I did do some painting on this Bone Crusher here, but not a lot. And differences in vehicle mode is also very sparse. You can see he's got silver here for this, for the front here, purple here, got purple right there, rather than the black. This was originally green. I painted it purple. It sucks. I prefer the Takara one much better. They did a lot better than what I could ever do. And yeah, now nothing is different, honestly. One thing I will also point out. If you look, you can see this plastic here does not match up at all with the rest of the figure. Where on here, it actually does match up. And especially, like, if I'm looking at it without a bright light, yeah, you can see it really does not match. But this here does, it all matches, and I love it. I'm so glad they did that, because that just bugged me a lot. So, and, you know, he rolls pretty well as well. And of course, he comes with a gun, and it's this gun right here. Nicely done. Love it. Now, what I don't understand, though, is they gave it 2 posts. And I'm assuming if you want to have it facing this way here, because it will plug in right there. That's the only way it can plug in. You can have it flipped like that, or just plug it in like this, and there you go. I don't understand it, because either way, it's got to use that, especially when you're storing it in combine mode. Yes, there is a storage for combine mode. I will show that off later on. But yeah, that's just all I see, but whatever. Moving on. Next up is my favorite, the leader of the Constructicons, Scrapper. Here we are, and here he is. And right off the bat, the Takara one has this. It has this inside of the emblem inside of the actual shovel, which is actually a sticker. Like, you can feel that it's a sticker. I'm not gonna peel it off, but you know, just in case you're wondering. So there you have that, but it's not up here, and I actually prefer that. I don't care for it being up here. Rims are painted silver. Love the silver they used. But not much else is different for this here. You can see the pin that was here is no longer visible there. And yeah, you know, and he he also rolls real nice. I think they all roll better than the Hasbro ones do, and I'm glad about that. Now, he comes with this gun. He's got the big gun out of all of them. Also nicely molded. You can see that barrel right there. And the storage as well. You got this post here. And you can see the port here. The smaller port is what you want to use. Take it. And just plug it in to there like that. And all the storage looks ridiculous, but I don't display them in vehicle mode or even use the storage. So yeah, there you have that. And last but not least, we have Mixmaster. Now, I tried to paint this part silver, and again, I tried to do a custom. It didn't work well, but anywho, you can see nice silver paint there up the front. Unfortunately, it's coming off a little bit on those areas, but it's okay. I love that silver. The Decepticon emblem there. Nothing here. It was originally green. Rims weren't painted on this one. I did it myself. Silver for that bit, though, where on here, it's purple, and then the rims are actually nicely painted. A lot better than what I could do. And now, the back as well is different. You can see on the back here of Hasbro's, you have to pretty much have it like this one. Like that. And you can see they have the silver paint for it. They remove that silver paint here. So then that way they can be like, hey, this is the back, that's the front. Oh, and then another thing I forgot to point out is they actually added that purple there for like a window where it's not here. But yeah, and then they also added green right here for that part of the mixing drum where it's not here. So yeah, very different as well between both of them. And he too comes with his gun. Really nicely done gun. Love it. And it will store using this smaller port on any of these three places here. So, and there you go. There you go, that. I didn't mean for it to come off. So there you have that. So that was all the Constructicons from the Takara line. Now I'm going to get them all into robot mode, and we're going to look at the differences in their robot modes. So here we have Hook in his robot mode, and he looks good. Head sculpt is the same as the Hasbro one. You can see some nice paint picked out here. Love that silver. Red and silver as well for those spots there. Got silver, and then you got silver for the legs here, and that's amazing as well. Picks out a lot of that detail. And, you know, only right thing to do is to show off the regular Hook here. This is the Hasbro one. And, yeah, you can see the big difference here. Like, this part that was black, or, yeah, black is no longer there. It's purple. These parts here were also painted in that black. These are silver. You only had the silver on this part of the leg. And that was it. Where they painted that whole thing silver. This part was all just red. And then that one little silver right there. Where they painted this whole little area silver. And then the silver there. So you can see it's the same figure, just different paint. And yeah, now articulation is the same on both of them, except for one little added on thing they did. So you remember this was the bend here, but Takara went above and beyond and added another joint right here to give him a bit of a better elbow joint. And I love that. I'm so glad they did that. I actually use this elbow joint way too much, more than I should use it. And the reason I love it so much as well is because he can hold his gun with it. Actually, not really in this hand. This hand doesn't really support the gun well because of that tab. But, you know, this hand does. And It looks good in his hand there. And then if you have, like I said, once you have everything, like, you know, he holds his guns well, but he also holds on to this gun really well as well. So there you go. He's got both his weapons there, his actual cartoon gun and his combined mode weapon. And I will show off each of them with their, you know, combined mode weapons. Now, the Hasbro one only had... here it is. Okay, only had this, so really this was all you had, and that's all you had to work with. So, yeah. Tell me what you guys think is better, though. Do you prefer Takara's or Hasbro's? So here we have Long Haul in his robot mode. He looks good. See the head sculpt, nicely done. Love the silver, the red. You can see this part's black. You know, the greens. Love all that green. Even though it does look plain, I will admit, but it's how it is in the cartoon, and yeah. But, you know, of course, here's the Hasbro one. Now, you can see they did do a lot of differences with this one. With the Takara and then Hasbro. Like, Hasbro has the silver paint on the hips here, where it's not present here, besides on that bit there, as well as the red is still present. There is no silver paint on the crotch there at all. No black here, which I kind of prefer the no black look. I don't know. That's just me. Got black here, but none here. Now, the arms are where this figure is a great selling point. If you remember on this one, you can make him dance like he was a ballerina because of these arms. They didn't bend. They don't swivel. All you had was this joint, which pretty much sucked. But this one here, you still got this joint. You still have that joint, but you also now have an actual 90 degrees of bend at the elbow and bicep swivel. And I love that so much. It's a lot better than what Hasbro did. Oh, also they have this part is green, where this part is purple. Just want to point that out. But the elbow joint just is the best selling point for me on this figure here. And, you know, you can give him his gun. I'm going to put it in this hand. So, and it holds his gun way, way too well. You know, and you can also give him this gun here that he uses. That's his gun component for Devi right there. And again, all he's got is this one, and that's it. So there you also have Long Haul. Here we have Scavenger in his robot mode, and he looks good. I love it. Again, same head sculpt, same everything, just different paint. There is one molded difference, and I will be showing that very soon. But you can see all of it. You know, even the back is the same. And then here's the Hasbro. You can see in the robot mode, there's differences. Over here, this is all silver and the black in there. Here, it's got silver, some gold, and yeah, no, I don't know what that stuff is around it, so please do not ask. You can see this part's red, that part's silver. But the remolded part is actually here at the knee. You can, if you remember from my review on him, it had a knee bend right there, but it also had a swivel right there as well. Well, this one here has a swivel, an actual thigh swivel, and a bend at the knee. They're two separate joints, and I prefer that, and I love that. Honestly, that's really really cool. And his gun goes into his hand really well. And now you also do get his missile pods here, and you can see I prefer this one. It's different from the original. I tried to paint this purple. Again, everything will be explained later, but you can see some reds in the silver there, with this just silver. Got the silver trim here, not there, and yeah. But, you know, he can hold that in his hand right there. So now he's armed and ready to go against the Autobots there, where he just has this missile pod. So there you have that. So here we have Bone Crusher in his robot mode. He looks good, even though he's literally just all green with the purples and some paint. I will admit, he does look pretty bland, but it's cartoon accurate, so I can forgive it. It's not Takara being lazy about it. They made it cartoon accurate, and that's how he looks in the cartoon. So I can forgive it. And, you know, articulation, same as the last one. Speaking of the last one, actually, here he is with the Hasbro one. Now, this is where a lot of people would probably prefer Hasbro's, because, you know, there is no silver around the chest here. It's just the red and the purple. And no silver on the arm, where it's got silver here. But this is based more to look like the G1 toy version. The Hasbro one looks like the G1 toy. Takara's is based off the cartoon. Two completely different looks. Now, I will say, this part holds on a hell of a lot better than this. This one section here, and the legs on this one here have started becoming loose. Like, this part here, it sometimes just wants to go up. And, yeah. I know. Just no. I don't know why, and but yeah, if it really is amazing what you can do when you make something look very accurate like this one. But again, as bland as it looks, it don't bother me, because guess what, they stay in Devastator mode. The Hasbro one stays in robot mode. So yeah, there you have that. Again, nothing changes except they added the thigh and knee swivel there. And he can also hold his gun. You can put it in to his hand there. And he holds that, as well as his missile pod right there. And now he too is armed and ready to go against any Autobots who stand in his way. So yeah, there you have that. Alright, so here we have Scrapper in his robot mode. And yeah, he looks amazing. Let's get in close here on his head sculpt, because this is actually a little different. It's painted different. You can see it's got that nice gunmetal gray done to it. And I love that. Love that. It looks good. All the details on him just look amazing. Everything about it stands out, and I love it. Love it. Now, here it is with Hasbro's iteration of him. Not bad, honestly, but you can see the differences here, which I will show off. So you can see Hasbro's got the silver face. He's got the gunmetal gray, and I prefer that. He's got silver here. He's got the red there. The purples are different, to my eye at least. You can see he's got silver around the bits there with the red. He's just got the red in there, no silver. He's got some gunmetal gray on those bits there, where it's just all silver. This part here is the only part that's gold, and I actually like that. Versus this one where they made that whole thing gold. And yeah, that's honestly really it for differences in the robot mode. But if you remember articulation, you know, same articulation, you know, but difference is with this one and this one, they added elbow joints for him. He's actually got elbows, and I love it. And the best part is you can use it at your own free will as well. And when you're going into combine mode, there is this little slot in there that goes over that little section. It goes over that tab right there. It is very small, and it will lock it in place for combine mode or vehicle mode. And I love that. I love it so much. Because now when you give him his gun, you know, he can properly wield that gun. Look all badass doing it. And you can even give him these bits here. So we'll put that one there in that part of the hand, and this one in the bottom right here. There you go. He's got those sections there, where this one, we put, I'm not even going to bother to do it how I did with this one, because they're very loose in his hand. Like, you can literally see, I have them in here, and it is very loose in his hand. So there you go. There you have that. And last but not least, here we have Mixmaster, and yeah, he's in his robot mode, and he also doesn't have much change to him, except for one little thing, but we'll get into that in a minute. And of course, here is the Hasbro one. You can see pretty much the same up here in the chest. Then in the abdomen, you know, you got the silver around here. It's just the blue there. You got the gold in, as I kill him. You got the gold in there, and no gold in there. And, you know, pretty much same things. And the only other difference, though, is just like, you know, Hook, he had this joint here. They added another joint here, and I love it. They give him a proper elbow as well. That's for his gun right there. And you can give him this component here of Devi, and there you go. So there's Mixmaster now. And I love the Takara one way better than the Hasbro. Alright, so now we are about to reach the grand finale here. And that is getting them all into Devastator. So we looked at each of them in their vehicles and in their robot modes. Now we're going to look at them all in Devastator mode. Alright, real quick, I want to show off something as well. So, on this Hasbro one here, when you're getting him into his foot mode, you can see it's just the palm. It can be seen there, as well as that bit there. Where on this one here, they actually added this little section here to make it more flatter. And to pretty much show it's a better heel than this one. So you could see that it is also remolded. Just wanted to show that off. Alright. So after all the transforming from both figures, here we have Devastator. And he looks amazing. Okay, let's get in close here on his head sculpt. I'm just gonna zoom in. You can see it is actually really nice. It is a gunmetal gray, right there. I'm not lifting him up to bring him in close. You guys are funny if you think I'm gonna do that. But yeah, you can see that, and I love that gunmetal gray, and I love the purple for that to match up with him, kind of like in the cartoon. That looks 10 times better for the foot than what the Hasbro one did. And yeah. Also, one thing I'll point out now, since I have them lifted, those vents in there on his crotch, or on his flaps here, are purple. And then this part here is painted purple. And I love that. I love it. Okay. Now, let's put his heavy ass over there. Okay. Whew. And of course, for comparison, here he is with the Hasbro Devastator. I'm trying to get this to show, and you can see the differences there in the paint. The paint, the height, the everything. Like, yeah. Now, you know, let me move down. The hands are purple here where they're black. I didn't even bother to turn that. There we go. They're black. I tried to paint it purple on this hand here as well. This is silver, like I said. That's purple. This is purple in here, where in here it's green. Now, there are slight differences, actually, between the two molds. Okay, so they, for both arms here, rather than the actual friction hinge, they actually added ratcheting hinges, and I love it. Now, the one complaint I have is this part never stays tabbed into long haul there, and I don't know why. It just never wants to, but it's okay. It's fine. But I love the ratcheting joints they have there, because it just works. Now, another feature, again, we're going to zoom in for this. Now, you can see he's got the visor right there, and he too has that visor. Nothing can be done about it. You know, he's stuck with the visor. Whereas if you have this one, you can lift this up here, bring it up, and you can get rid of the visor and have just the eyes. And I love that. The eyes look really, really good. And I love that you have the option. Whereas the Hasbro one, you only have, well, the visor. This one here, you have the option to either have the eye shown or the visor down. And I think either way is accurate. But I prefer the eyes. Just me. I just prefer that. I am so glad I'm able to zoom in, because that made life so much easier. About to knock everything down. So, yeah. Now, you know, he can hold his gun here. I actually put it in this hand here, because this arm holds the gun up better in this arm, you know. I'm even going to lift it up a little bit. There we go. And, you know, he's got his as well. And there you go. Oh, and oh boy, one more thing. Another difference is this Decepticon emblem here, Fate, like, it's dark. You can barely see it in certain lighting. This one here you can see in all kinds of lighting. So, yeah. But there you go. Here we have both Devastators, and please tell me which one you guys like better. Do you like the Takara Tomy, or do you like the Combiner Wars? Unite Warriors or Combiner Wars? I will tell you, Unite Warriors actually stays in Devastator mode. Combiner Wars stays in Robot mode. And they all look oh, that's right, I forgot. There's something else you could do. Actually, thank God I didn't end the video yet. And that's with all of these guns. You can actually store all the guns on them. Now, ones you're going to want to take is Longhaul's gun, and where's his gun? Oh, here it is. Okay. So, you're going to want to take Long Haul's gun right here and Scavenger's gun. You want to combine them there like that. And then we're going to put these off to the side for now. Because now you're going to want to take these 3 guns. You're going to want to, or 4 guns. You're going to take Scrapper's gun and Scavenger's. We're going to take it, and this post will go into the small port there on this side. Like so. And now Mixmaster's gun will go into the bigger port there on the other side. Like that. And then the Hook's gun will go right into there. Like so. Let me get this guy out of the way. And what you can do is, when you have him in his Devastator mode, you can actually come to the back here and just put these where the missiles would store. And I love that. I love that you can do that. So there we have that. And yeah, storage is amazing. I love that storage for him. And I just dropped his giant gun. Let's get that back in his hand. Boom, boom. And yeah, so there we go. This is the Unite Warriors Devastator. And I'm gonna tell you guys, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notification, or miss a new video. And again, please tell me which one's your favorite. Do you prefer Hasbro, or do you prefer Takara Tomy? I prefer Unite Warriors over Combiner Wars any day. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, this was a hard video to do.